There is talk about Drake and UMG is possibly working on a quiet $250 million settlement to make this lawsuit go away, disappear. But behind the big numbers, it's a messy reality. It's not just about money. It's about control. It's got to be about control. Welcome back to the channel. This is Peepod Cove. I appreciate y'all coming through. Like, subscribe. It helps the channel out. Let's get it.
Marcus at Work Media. So it's been some rumors going around these internet streets that Drake and UMG is working on a quiet settlement of $250 million to make this here lawsuit.
I really want to look at why UMG might deserve the exposure that they may in fact get. And apparently UMG has offered Drake a settlement of $250 million to say, hey, if you take this money, we can stop. This is like the real actual deal or no deal, where if they're offering you something, you can kind of look at what is potentially under that if you were to deny the offer. Because if UMG has to cough up information in the discovery process, let's not get it mistaken. The record industry is a gang and mob. They are formulated and propped up to win, to screw artists over. They were winning on Kendrick's side of the disses and on Drake's side of the disses. They were getting paid from both. And so we have to look at that and see the mob mentality they have. Even UMG coming out saying the things they said about Drake, like he claims to be an unbothered rapper, and instead of taking an L and moving on like he claims he can, he decided to do this.
Say it ain't so, Drake. Let me pull up this article here. According to Insider T reported by Media Takeout, Drake's massive lawsuit against Universal Music Group may have come on the verge of a quiet settlement. And the numbers being thrown around are just wild, as you would expect. But there's a twist. According to a very
There's always a twist to everything. Always a twist. And UMG ain't gonna go down easy. UMG is like the head principal or the headmaster if you went to private school or Catholic school back in the day, and you can't tell them nothing. Nothing they say can ever be wrong, no matter how right you are. And they gonna,
its source close to Drake. UMG don't want this fight to go public. The insider claims the label is pushing hard to settle things before the lawsuit gains traction in the court. And their offer? A cool $250 million. But before you scream a W for...
See, this is another thing right here. I'm wondering, is just a $250 million to shut up, or is this part of a new deal? Like he said, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Is there a bigger box, or I'll take the curtain? What do you want? I want the curtain. What's behind door number 2? No, give me the envelope in your pocket. I take that one.
Drake, there is a catch. To accept the settlement, Drake would have to drop the lawsuit entirely.
Okay.
And here's the real kicker. He'd also have to re-sign with Universal Music Group. That's right. In order to get the payout, he has to walk right back into the arms of the very company he has accused of sabotaging him. It's giving corporate chess, not checkers. Now let's break it down. $250 million isn't, but if the numbers and the conditions are true, this might be one of the biggest behind the scenes deals in music history. Okay. Few things to unpack here. We know Drake is not about morals. He's not about proving a point to the industry. He's about the bag. He's always been. So if this deal is really on the table and UMG is trying to make this whole thing go away by paying him to make it go away, we know if the number's big enough and the conditions are good enough, he's going to take it. Now, the kicker, the catch, might give him reason to kind of rethink it though. If the condition of the money is you got to re-sign with us, how many years does he have to re-sign? Is it a lifetime deal? Is it a 10-year deal? Is it a 5-year deal? A 5-album deal? How many years or how many albums is he supposed to be obligated to for the re-sign? And then what's the conditions? Are they taking more off the top? They're getting the royalties? They're getting the mechanics? They're getting the publishing? What's the split? So it's a lot.
Is he fighting to get paid, or is he fighting to expose the machine? These are two things that we don't know what his real interest is with this lawsuit. Is he trying to expose, or is he trying to get paid? Because if he's trying to get paid, he may start rethinking his strategy. If he's out to expose, these $250 million ain't nothing. It ain't even gonna bug him. He gonna just be like, eh. But UMG comes in swinging hard like they always do. You know, if Drake re-signs a deal, you know, he's gonna lose all his leverage.
The publishing, what's the split? So it's a lot of things to consider if this is a good idea or not. But as I said, if the conditions, the money, and the split is good enough, you can count this lawsuit from Drizzy over with. But I don't know how true this possible settlement is, though. It seems mighty suspicious that they'll want to settle, but they're willing to go through the whole court. If they wanted to settle, they could have paid and did this before it even got to the discovery phase. But here we are. So what do you guys think? You think this a real deal? You think Universal is really trying to make this thing go away? Is UMG really scared of the smoke with Drizzy? What do you think? You think UMG got something to hide and it's real some payola here and they manipulating the numbers and Drake is calling them out? Or do you feel like this is all made up by Drake fans and Drake stans to try to convince us Drake really got a strong case here?
So let's keep it a buck. Is Drake actually settling, or is Universal just forcing his hand? This ain't a win. It's a warning. UMG basically saying, we'll give you 250 mil, but you got to shut up, drop the case, and come back into our fold, the way we run things. Let's not forget, Drake was out here negotiating a $600 million deal before this Kendrick Lamar beef blew up in his face. Now, fast forward, we're hearing a $250 million settlement, which he has to drop the lawsuit in order to claim it. You know, is that what Drake's career is really worth now? Because this almost sounds like a new deal to me. This ain't just a settlement. This is probably a new deal. Is that what his career is worth now? So they say, all right, we'll give you $250 million and a new deal. It's almost like when you get some of these athletes and they start removing the team from their socials and stuff, like they're pouting like babies. Now we're gonna really see if this is true. This is all alleged. This is all alleged. But I'm doing a sorry. I decided to do a video on it today because it's starting to pop up now. I saw it a couple of days ago, about a week now, that this was a possibility, and we don't know. It's all alleged, but these are things that's being talked about. It's going on. The machine. Does he have a chance against the machine? How do y'all feel about Drake's possible settlement? Do you think? Let me know down in the comments how y'all feel, because I think this is a big mistake if he does not accept this deal. You know, we know Wack warned him about things that's going to happen. We've been seeing all these reference tracks being dropped, and I believe UMG is the one doing all this. It's the one exposing him, you know. And if he doesn't cut it out and drop the suit, of course UMG got a lot of things to basically blow up if they were to make this go public. In the case, they're going to get exposed with a lot of things, but it's just how the business is done. So Drake knows that. He knows there's payola and different things involved in the business, and that's just natural. They don't even really call it that anymore. It's just about making money or making an album go because it's a good song, and that's how the music industry works. So y'all need to let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this video, and do y'all think there's a real chance this is a real settlement? And how do y'all feel about him settling? Let me know down in the comments. Peepod Cove, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.